Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
From snow blowers to shovels, this is how many people spent the morning scraping that heavy snow off their driveways and sidewalks. But as nighttime approaches, driving conditions out there are deteriorating and quickly. Hello, I'm Jill Valley. Dennis Bragg is off tonight. We have a lot to cover today, starting with our roads out there. Across western Montana, we are experiencing extreme driving conditions. Law enforcement is urging people to stay off the roads if you can. Some places are icing up. Others have decreased visibility due to blowing and drifting snow as this storm continues to evolve. It is also very, very cold in the Flathead Valley right now. For the very latest on what's going on, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Yost, who's following it all from the Storm Tracker Weather Center.
Yeah, a lot of craziness out there today, Jill. Emergency travel only for Missoula County. We're also seeing that for Lake County, Lewis and Clark County, which includes Helena as well. I realize that's not in the viewing area, but we are seeing these horrible conditions everywhere. At last check, severe driving conditions listed here. You can see Highway 93 in the Mission Valley taking a pretty big hit from about St. Ignatius to Polson, also 212 near Charlotte. You've got I-90, the Rock Creek exit all the way to Gold Creek, 200 Clearwater Junction all the way to Lincoln. The Helmville area also seeing some pretty nasty conditions, and also Highway 2 from Columbia Falls to West Glacier. We are seeing greatly reduced visibilities, and there's that line right over west central Montana. Cold Arctic air on the north side of it. We've got some warmer air to the south, hence the Bitterroot seeing rain and rain snow mix, in Missoula right in the middle of it today, just literally wavering. I've got a full forecast update coming up shortly.
Well, this morning in Missoula, folks got to work quickly to get at least this first round of snowfall off sidewalks and streets. Some were lucky to have that nice 4x4 plow to make it easier. We met one woman using a snowblower for the very first time this morning, and she was doing a pretty good job of it. Others were out there doing it the old-fashioned way, getting the snow off the sidewalks using muscle power to lift the heavy wet stuff away. A lot of the roads around Missoula are plowed. Those side streets, though, are still a little tricky. There are some slick spots for some, and as we said, if you can stay home today, do it. There's always a silver lining to storms like these, though. A lot of kids sledding, and this little one enjoyed playing in the snow while her dad shoveled the walkway. She did tell us that the snow angels were very difficult because the snow is just so wet and thick. To keep an eye on the changing conditions in western Montana, make sure you have our mobile device. You can download the KPAX KAJ Storm Tracker Weather app to get on-the-go forecasts from our Storm Tracker Weather team. They'll be on this all weekend long, of course. This is a free app in our Google Play or App Store. In the Flathead Valley, it has been snowing on and off since Wednesday night. This is what it looked like in Kalispell earlier today, and it is very cold up there with some wind chills below zero. City officials say high winds are causing heavy drifting on some roadways. 4 Mile Drive, Church Drive, Silverbrook, and Stillwater Road are experiencing major drifting and should be avoided if possible. Now, all the conditions out there have made for a very busy week for western Montana law enforcement. It included one crash that could have been deadly. MTN's Don Fisher shows us what the Missoula County Sheriff's Office is preparing for this weekend.
It's been a really busy week. It's been really busy past couple of days, and the roads are getting slick, and folks just need to be cautious and slow down.
Deputies have been responding to crashes and slide-offs since the first snow fell, but more concern to their office this week was an accident involving one of their deputies that Conway says could have easily been avoided.
Of course, there's been recent stories about one of our deputies being hit. If you see emergency lights ahead of you, slow down and move over. They're there attending to another wreck, so that means the roads probably are bad. Slow down and give them some space.
And the workload isn't expected to lighten up for the sheriff's office or any other law enforcement agency. Conway says what they're most worried about is when the temperatures drop and the rain that's currently on the highway turns to ice, leading to even more dangerous conditions.
It's going to be a really tough driving conditions this weekend, really slick roadways. Well, what we're expecting more immediately this afternoon and tonight is for the temperature to drop, and when it does, with all of this rain and slush that we have, it's clearly going to turn to ice.
Conway asked drivers not to drive unless necessary this weekend and to use extra caution if you must drive. In Missoula, Don Fisher, MTN News.
We also spoke with the Montana Department of Transportation, who's had their hands full too. They tell us that they are out in full force and expect that to continue at least through the weekend. Well, with this heavy snowfall comes concerns about your health and your home. MTN's Kent LUETZEN joins us now live with more on how you can stay healthy and warm in your own home this winter season. Kent.
Jill, there's a few problems that come with this heavy snow, one being heart problems when shoveling. MTN spoke with cardiologists from Community Medical Center, and they said this weather is heart attack weather. According to Montana Heart Center, each year 100 people will die from shoveling snow. Warning signs are discomfort in the chest, arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Not only is shoveling especially heavy snow a strenuous activity and causes blood pressure to increase, but doctors say in the winter it's the cold air that makes for the perfect storm for a heart attack.
Yeah, well, cold air we know constricts our blood vessels because we're trying to centralize the heat in our body. But most importantly, it's putting a sudden severe strain on the heart that can cause something we term a plaque rupture. Even a mild buildup of cholesterol in the wall of the artery can crack open, and the body responds to that by trying to seal the crack with a blood clot, and that blood clot can then shut down the artery completely and cause a heart attack.
Doctors say if you are having any of these symptoms to call 911 immediately, as many victims die within the first hour. Now, switching gears a little bit here, another problem that can come with this heavy snow is not health issues, but a structural issue to our homes. Snow and heavy ice sitting on the roof can lead to problems with our roofs over time. Don Veru with Missoula Development Services says with Missoula building codes, homes can hold about 30 pounds per square feet on their roofs. However, added there are many warning signs to be aware of during this time of year.
You know, maybe some cracks in the drywall that are brand new. Can't open a door or window. You know, sometimes the roof will start leaking. You know, so I think anytime you see that kind of thing, maybe there's a little stress, and that's when we would recommend that you hire a structural engineer.
All right, Jill, that being said, my heart feels healthy. There's some snow coming down really hard right now, and I have a shovel, so I'm gonna get to shoveling my driveway. Reporting in Missoula, Kent LUETZEN, MTN News.
We could probably hire you out tonight. Thank you, Kent. Veru also told us it is very dangerous to get snow off your own roof this time of year, so if you need help with that, you should probably call an expert. The ongoing winter storm has prompted an avalanche warning to go into effect in the west central Montana backcountry. The current avalanche danger is high, according to the West Central Montana Avalanche Center, and they say dangerous conditions are present. They do not recommend travel in the backcountry right now. Human and natural slides are likely.
Salute the Badge is brought to you by Montana Railing, supporting the Main Street of Montana for 30 years.
The bond between law enforcement officers can probably be best explained in this next story. Tonight we salute the badge of Missoula County Sheriff's Detective Robert Kennedy. As he prepares to overcome a significant medical challenge, he's finding out he won't do it alone. It was a California Highway Patrol officer who first inspired a young Robert Kennedy to become a cop.
We had a friend that was a highway patrolman, and I used to sit in the driveway, and every day he would come by after work and stop his car. And I was probably only 3 or 4 years old, but he'd stop his car and let me get in and play with it while he hung out with my parents for a bit, and then he'd leave. But I remember every day taking this little folding lawn chair and sit out and sit there and wait for him. But so it's kind of, I think that's kind of what brought me to just the love of law enforcement.
He worked his way up the ranks from a detention officer in Great Falls all the way up to lieutenant detective for Missoula County. He's there to guide people through difficult times.
It is nice to be able to see a case all the way through, especially if it's like a victim, a child victim, or an adult, like a partner, family member assault case. You get to kind of see where the case goes. You get to work with the victim and be close to them and kind of help them through the process.
Family, friends, and fellow officers are important to this father of 3. It's that community that's lining up to save his life. Robert's lifelong kidney disease recently accelerated. He found out last spring they're failing quickly and he needs a transplant. And that's when people started lining up to see if they're a match. Co-workers, their children, officers from around the state, family and friends willing to give him one of their own kidneys. It's been a humbling and sometimes overwhelming experience.
And how could I ever repay somebody for that? And I mean, they're saving my life, and it's just very important to my family and my kids.
A recent fundraiser organized by Missoula County Undersheriff Rich Marcelli and his wife Jen brought people together to raise money and awareness and support for the Kennedy family. Potential donors are already being tested to see if they're a match, and when doctors find one, they'll head to Seattle with Robert for the surgery. After spending a lifetime of service to others, he's now finding out just what that feels like.
The badge is not just a piece of metal that we wear, you know, it just represents a brotherhood, that guys together that just come together, and no matter what you need, they're going to help you and they're going to be there for you. And it's you know, we talk about why are you in law enforcement, that's it right there.
You can learn more about Robert's journey. He has a Facebook page called Robert Kidney Kennedy. Clearly he has a sense of humor. We will keep you updated on his transplant story. Well, still ahead, somewhere there's a new millionaire in Montana. That after the big lottery drawing. We'll talk about that. And in our Salute to Service report, we'll look back at the decade-long career of former Kalispell Police Chief Roger Nassett. Stay with us here on MTN.